y'all, and welcome back to our Road Less Traveled. This week's video is about our first week in Michigan, and right now we're in Sault Ste. Marie. This is Soo Locks Campground. I don't know if you can see it back there, but the water, the St. Mary River, and then on the other side of that is Canada. We can see Canada from our site.
Other landmass is Canada.
Today we are updating our state map. Where do y'all have yours? We're gonna put ours right here because we keep moving it around, and
this will be the third time that we have done this.
yeah. And I can't find the picture from where we took it down in December, and it's now the end of July, so we're just gonna have to rely on our memories.
So tell us how y'all do this, because
The great debate.
When we first started, it was we had to spend money in the state.
Yeah.
Whether it was a snack, food, an overnight stay. When we went full time, we decided that we had to spend the night.
Right.
Then we modified it again, and it was we had to spend the night in the fifth wheel. So y'all tell us, because we've got a couple states that aren't going to go back on, depending upon what the common social construct of states visited is.
I think everyone makes their own rules, but I think for us, it's got to be we spend the night in our fifth wheel in the state. I think that's a good rule for us. We have not had a pasty yet this year. We had one last year, and it was not a great one. So if you know of a good place for us to get a pasty, tell us, because we'll go try one.
They're not called pasties. If you call them that, even though they're spelled that way, people look at you funny.
The weather has been amazing. It's a little bit humid, but we really can't complain because the temperature hasn't been over like 75 the whole time we've been here. It is nice. The breeze is blowing today, and it is very pleasant.
The high here today is
like
72?
67. Oh, 67. So it is almost chilly with the breeze blowing.
So what have we done in Michigan?
Well, we met up with No Sticks, No Bricks, Jennifer and Jason. Met up with them, and we went on the Soo Locks Boat Tour.
A 3-hour tour.
It turned into a 3-hour tour. It was supposed to be an hour and a half, but we something happened with the lock, and they couldn't open the gate or something, and so we ended up having to go around to the Canadian side and go in that lock. And if you don't know what a lock is, we'll show you here a time lapse of the water going in and out. And what it is you go in this little chute kind of thing, and then they close the gates, they raise the water up, and then you continue on your way. They open the gate on the other side, you continue on your way, because Lake Superior is a lot higher than Lake Huron, apparently.
And it's all gravity fed.
It's pretty cool, actually.
Lake Superior has the greatest surface area of any freshwater lake in the world, at 31,700 square miles. Lake Superior contains 2,900 cubic miles of water.
Oh, that scared me. Guess who we ran into today?
Who are we?
Who are
I don't even know.
Who are you? This is No Sticks, No Bricks.
Hi! Jason and Jennifer here.
Jason and Jennifer.
We had a 90-minute tour that turned into a 3-hour tour.
Yep.
Like the SS Minnow.
Yeah. Anyway, we made some new friends today. So.
Hey, but we're going to also see each other at the Switch It Up huddle coming up. So.
Yeah, that's right.
So
And
is
stay
kind of
tuned because we're going to set up an Alaskan caravan that everybody's invited to.
That's right, everybody.
Everybody.
We're gonna see if we can stretch RVs from one border to the other.
Yeah.
Oh man.
All right. We also went to a lighthouse/shipwreck site. The Edmund Fitzgerald.
For those of y'all that don't know, the Edmund Fitzgerald was one of the largest boats in the fleet of cargo ships that carried ore from Duluth, Minnesota, all the way down to Detroit for the auto industry. And in 1975, they got in some very high winds, 35-foot seas, and Edmund Fitzgerald basically, they think, broke apart on top of the water and sank as two individual pieces, driving one part of the fuselage straight down into 536 feet of water, and it still stands upright today.
Oh, I did not know that.
Now, they've done multiple dives on it. You can go read about it. It's very interesting stuff. But it's kind of folklore around here because, you know, it was like the biggest and baddest workhorse ship that carried iron ore to all these factories for work, and it's a pretty big deal. I mean, you have to pay a licensing fee now if you want to dive it, and if you get caught diving within so many feet of it, it's $1 million fine. That's Canadian dollars, but half of it's in Canadian waters, half of it's in U.S. waters. I've always been fascinated by it because I love the song Edmund Fitzgerald by Gordon Lightfoot. So anyway, I thought it was an older ship than it was. It was built in like 1954. It sank in 1975.
It was like from the 1800s
right,
or something.
I thought it was early 1900s or something, but it was not. And it killed all 29 crew members. Northern Michigan's pretty cool.
Yeah.
The Uppers up here, which is everything north of the
Mackinac
Bridge, they're all called
Uppers.
and everybody below the bridge is called a troll.
Yeah. And
Now,
they don't mean it derogatory.
no,
they told us.
Yeah, it's said with affection, which I can't imagine anybody would want to be called a troll, but that's just what they do up here.
Well, you went to Canada.
We went to Canada. Hey.
Where are we going?
Canada.
Oh, Canada.
Canada, eh?
After 0.2 miles, turn right, United States Highway 2 east, towards Canada, then pass through the toll gate.
Toll gate?
Guess we gotta pay to go to Canada.
I don't have any loonies.
Hope they take American dollars.
So the exchange rate right now is $1 to 1.33 Canadian dollars. But when you look at the price for diesel over there, it's like $6.43 versus, I think we paid $3.99 here in Michigan.
Kind of crazy.
Pretty steep. What I need to do is, because Canada runs on kilometers, we're going to change our speed to kilometers. And with the Ram, it's really easy. You just down arrow a couple times.
got some exciting things coming in the next couple weeks. We're, you know, Michigan Huddle, then Elkhart for some work on the rig, and then the Frog Rally, and then
one other thing.
okay.
I don't know in what video it's going to be, but sometime between now and the first week of September,
Coming soon.
Marie and I are getting a tour of one factory, which where there'll be a separate video on that. But we know of a new fifth wheel that's coming out.
Brand new.
Brand new.
To 2024.
To 24. Nobody has ever seen it. And we're going to get to do, I think, the first exclusive tour of it in North America.
Hopefully.
I don't think anybody else will have seen this thing other than people that work for the manufacturer.
Yeah.
So we're really excited about that.
So that wraps up this week's video on our first week in Michigan, and we will see you next week on our road less traveled.
Make sure you're subscribed and come back next week because we got some cool stuff coming.
Bye.
That's it. That's our new map.